Social Sontag Against interpretation, reading another portion. In art, content is, as it were, the pretext, the goal, the lure which engages consciousness in essentially formal processes of transformation. This is how we can, in good conscience, cherish works of art which, considered in terms of content, are morally objectionable to us. The difficulties of the same order as that involved in appreciating works of art, such as the Divine Comedy, whose premises are intellectually alien. To quote Lenis Riefenthal's The Triumph of the Will and the Olympiad masterpieces is not to gloss over Nazi propaganda with aesthetic lenience. The Nazi propaganda is there, but something else is there too, which we reject at our loss, because they project the complex movements of intelligence and grace and sensuousness. These two films on Riefenstahl. I don't want to talk about Nazis and all that kind of stuff, so I'm going to jump to another paragraph. For example, the work of art, so far as we give ourselves to it, exercises a total or absolute claim on us. The purpose of art is not as an auxiliary to truth, either particular and historical or eternal. If art is anything, as Rob Grillet has written, it is everything, in which case it must be self-sufficient, and there can be nothing beyond it. But this position is easily caricatured, for we live in the world, and it is in the world that objects of art are made and enjoyed. The claim that I have been making for the autonomy of the work of art, its freedom to mean nothing, does not rule out consideration of the effect or impact or function of art, once it be granted that in this functioning of the art object as art object, the divorce between the aesthetic and the ethical is meaningless. I have several times applied to the work of art the metaphor of a mode of nourishment. To become involved with a work of art entails, to be sure, the experience of detaching oneself from the world. But the work of art itself is also vibrant, magical, and exemplary object which returns us to the world in some way more open and enriched